What up, peeps? It's your super sketch artist Antonio back with another unboxing, and this time we have a set I've been waiting for since last year when it was announced, and that is none other than DC's Lantern Legacy. So, yeah, I am a huge Green Lantern fan. Kyle Rayner is my favorite. Um, Lantern. Not only will I be unboxing this, I also will be unboxing the Play at Home kit, which I think is very good, which has some really cool goodies in it. So let's just jump in. I'm going to do my legacy card first because the last one that I did unbox, I forgot. So I'm just hoping for maybe a Sodom Yat, because I don't have him yet, or maybe like the Flash and Green Lantern, just because I don't have them yet. And it is none other than Power Ring. So I do not have Power Ring, so I am hoping upon hope that I'll just trade him for something that I actually do have. I'm going to start from right to left because that's what I'm going to do. And let's see what we got. First booster. Oh, this seems a little bit heavy. We have, ooh, nice. Already starting off great. We have the chain. We have the chain that just fell out. This is not Fleetwood Mac. We're seeing we have Jade super rare. We have the Spectre. We have Black Lantern, Hal Jordan, and we have an Atom. And I gotta check all of the boosters. That is a legacy card back there. Which one was that? Let's see. That is for Fatality. Nice. I did not have her, but the chain is really good. If you've watched any of my other unboxings, you'll know that I will also point out sculpts that I like a lot. This Jade sculpt is nice, and of course, if you stay all the way to the end, you will see me draw a picture of my favorite sculpt. Let me put that chain back in there. All right. Next one. We have, okay. we have the yellow chain. We have something very cool, Prime Sinestro. Okay, Prime Sinestro. We have Lyra, the green version. We have Daug, and we have a Orange Lantern construct, which goes well with Larfleeze. I do not have Larfleeze, but you know, if I get them, I'll have a bunch of those. We also got a Saeed team up card. I mean, it goes without saying that this Prime Sinestro is going to be everywhere. Just not only is Sinestro my guy, but this, you know, I mean, he's not letting anyone do modifiers. He says combat values can't be positively modified. Now, I played against this guy at a pre-release. One of the homies, Ben Chung, a former world champion, had him and Batman on the team, and I was lucky enough to beat it. I don't know how I beat it still, but I did. It was really nasty. Next one we have something red. We have a red sword. We have Gnort as our rare. We have the Question. We have Black Lantern Kyle and a Black Lantern Reanimate. Now, of these, this Gnort, we've been waiting a long time for him. So to see him again, I do like what he can go on any team. That's always a great thing with his little sidekick thing. And let's see what else. Come on. Oop. We got our red sword. Okay, we have Avarice of the Orange one-shot. One that I actually needed. Gnort, yep. That Black Lantern Kyle is also kind of cool. I like that. I like what he does. You whenever you give me layers of evasion, which he you know, ways to not take damage. Not only does he have impervious, but he also has shape change. I love that. Moving on. So we have one super rare prime. We got some bubble wrap. We have a green ring. Phenomenal. I'm gonna do like all of my other unboxing compatriots. I'm gonna just put this thing on. So if you didn't know, we got these back. So now I just need as you can see, these rings are different. And I like actually this colors because the Kyle's and Hal's rings look different. But the batteries are back. So I'm glad that we haven't pulled a battery legacy card just yet. Let's put that right there. But we got one ring, and that is a good ring. We got the blue Space Dolphin. We have rare Lobo. Nice. We have Black Lantern Black Lantern Spectre, and we have the Guardian of the Universe. Now, when it comes to this pack, it has got to be the main man Lobo. Now, again, the Lobo, nothing is going to beat this Lobo. Nothing's going to beat this, but this is a con exclusive. They have this on sale now, and I'm thinking to myself how I can like make it so that I can just put this on this dial and just kind of let it be what it's going to be. Just buy one for like $10. This Lobo does work. I've seen him in 2 sealed events where he did all kinds of stuff, and I can see from the back of this we have another one shot. We have the Resolve of the Green. I played against this with this Lobo, and what it did was it made it so I hit him with a crit hit, and he shrugged pretty much all of it off. And it was with exploit weakness, and it was like, oh, I'm gonna use this, so now I can reduce damage. I can reduce penetrating damage, and it doesn't matter. So next we had Orange Chains along with Lex, along with Blue Lantern Kyle with a Ganthet and a Batman, and we have looks like a legacy card, which is always good. So we got Orange Lantern, we got Ganthet, which I think is very cool because he can put anybody he wants when establishing theme teams. You choose a character and they gain the Green Lantern keyword and the team ability, which is great. That Blue Lantern Hal, if you are playing sealed and you see him, play him. Orange Chains, and we have the Star Sapphire Power Battery Legacy card. So we got our first Battery Legacy card up. I'll get that chain later. So next we have the White Bat. We have Yellow Kyle, which I've used him in my pre-release, and he does really well. That -1 to all of your combat value, to your D6 rolls is great. We have Green Lantern Recruit. We have Alan Scott, and we have The Question. Of course, this means Alan Scott. You can't like this. This Alan Scott? They don't compare to one another, but they compare to one another. This is still good, and the best one is the one that came from World's Finest, but this Alan Scott, I used him, and the reason I was able to take down that Sinestro team is because he was on my team, along with Kilowog, which was nasty. That Alan Scott is very, very cool, but right now, Sinestro is still winning as far as like pieces that I really like. So we have a Lyra team up card. So that is great. She's pretty cool. That Lyra team up card is nasty. If we had better Red Lanterns, that Lyra team up card would be insane because she gives everybody Battle Fury, and that's nasty. Next up we have looks like a bunch of yellow going on. We have a Yellow Lantern ring. Okay. Is this going to be a Yellow Lantern pack? Are you giving me a Yellow Lantern pack? I'll put it on opposite hands because we got a Recruit, we got Sinestro's Daughter, we got Arquilo, and we have a Despotellis. Nice. It's always good to get Despotellis because, it's just nice to get him, because why wouldn't you want him? He can make multiples of himself. I only have one of him so far. And we have the Yellow Lantern Battery. Now, I don't have the Yellow Lantern Battery, but I am going to Worlds this year, and they will be giving out these as prizes as well. So hopefully I can get me a Yellow Lantern Battery just to have one. This Arquilo, he's a tank. Not only, he's just a tank. Being able to full move charge, hit you for 4, then hit you for another 4 is just absolutely insane. And then again, he could carry his Recruit up and let his Recruit just wallop you after he wallops you. I love this piece. This is probably one of my favorite pieces in the set, and I understand why he is a unique, because if you could have two of him on a team, look out. All right, we're down to our last 5 boosters. We got 2 rings so far. Let's see what else we got. We got some more bubble wrap. We have a white lantern ring. Okay. We like some life. We like some life. Okay. All about the life. I'm gonna double up. Well, you know what? I'll put it over here. This is, just so you know, this is my Superman ring. Not married, but this is my Superman ring. All right, so we got rare Guy Gardner. We got a Green Lantern recruit. We have, is that Hal Jordan as the Spectre, and we have Hal Jordan Red Lantern. Let's see who else. We have a team up card for somebody that's not in the booster. We have Scar. So out of this booster, I mean, it's got to be this guy. This is just the classic guy. I'm actually surprised for the rare, especially since they did the chase as the yellow and the red. I mean, the violet and the red, that they didn't make the prime of him the yellow lantern. We haven't gotten yellow lantern guy. What I might do is I might just take this. I already have this version. I might just take this and paint him as his like warrior persona, and you know, I just might do that because we don't have that guy, and I want that guy. I want that version of him. So next up, we have a white sword. That's all. Swords are always great. We have yellow lantern Hal. We have a black lantern reanimate. We have a, what's that, black lantern Batman, and we have a question. If you haven't used the question, this question is without question gonna see play in Pulp, just for everything he does. Oh, and we have Heroes of the Past one shot, which is great. When an opposing effect would reroll a friendly character's attack, you may choose to only reroll a single d6, which is phenomenal. The sword's always good. Out of these sculpts right here, I actually really like this Batman. As a matter of fact, this is a very simplistic Batman, but it's menacing. The only thing that could have made this even better is if they would have had like him kind of walking, like he was walking out of some smoke or something like that. But overall, it's pretty nice. All right. We're getting down to our last 3. It's the final countdown. We got 3 rings. Oh, we got some more bubble wrap. We have another ring. Have I love. Okay. Love will make you scared sometimes. We have normal Spectre. We have Beast Boy. We have Alan Scott, and we have a Red Lantern recruit. It's always good to get some generics, and we have the Rise of the Black one-shot card. Yeah, Star Sapphire. I like this Alan Scott rare just because if you actually pull him, so say in this pack right here with him and the Spectre, not only is he the best sculpt, this flying pose, they gave him and his daughter Jade the same type of pose where they're flying. This is great. I feel like we need more. We need a Superman that does like this, that kind of mimics the icon Superman. He's back there somewhere, but we need poses like this for our flying characters. I think it's just something that's very cool. They've gotten it now to the point where it's not going to break easy, but this Alan Scott, he has a special defensive power that gives him ESD and willpower, and says friendly characters within range consider each other as adjacent for the purposes of JSA. So if you were to put these 2 characters together and keep them close, he could give Alan Scott that 19, and Alan Scott has pulse wave, so you get Alan Scott close, and then all of a sudden now you can pulse wave without the fear of hurting the Spectre, since pulse wave range is only 4, but his range to share defense is greater than that. So all right, we're down to our last 2 boosters. Okay, we have only seen 2 super rares. We have seen a prime, but let's see what we got in these last 2. We have not seen our chase, so we have they keep falling out. That was the white chain, by the way, folks. All right, we have our chase. We have Jessica yellow. We have Batman. We have Dez, uh, whatever his name is, Trevius, and an Orange Lantern recruit. Of course, out of this booster, this sculpt is immaculate. It's absolutely immaculate. Like, come on. The only thing that could have been better, again, is some smoke and the smoke be bats. That this is very, very cool. This is very cool. So, whoop. Okay, Batman. Batman says, once you let me out, don't put me back in there. Do we have any? No extra cards, but we do have white chains as well too. So something to keep track of. All right, so we have our chase. We have 2 super rares. So this last one should potentially have a super rare in it. Let's see what we got. So we have another ring. Yep. We have a yep. We have a indigo ring. We have another Despotellis. Great. That makes my total 3. We got another Red Lantern guy. We got super rare Cyborg Superman, which is great because I'm definitely using the notorious ones, the notorious Manhunters as his stand-ins. And we have Indigo Lantern Kyle, as a matter of fact. But this is a very nice sculpt for sure. He doesn't do everything that I would have wanted him to do. I thought he was going to be a more offensive person because Cyborg Superman is a problem in the comics. But this is more of that kind of, I'm sitting in the background, I'm letting the Manhunters do stuff. You don't know that I'm really around. We do have also the team up card for Kyle Rayner, which is what it does is friendly characters that can use shape change can use mystics, which is nasty. And friendly characters with the Star Sapphire keyword have a minimum range of 6. So yeah, that's pretty good, especially on him because he has 4 ranged dual bolts. But I absolutely love him. Again, this Cyborg Superman, knowing that we got all of the Cyborg Superman, all of the Sinestro Corps except for Mongol, which I already had one through pre-release in this, out of this brick, is pretty good. And again, this Kyle is really, really good. You just plop him next to somebody and he could potentially get you right back all the way up. So that is my brick. Like I said before, we are going to crack open the Play at Home kit. So took off the tape just so I can hurry up and not mess with stuff. This does just have Kyle and Hal in it, but it does have a map. We always love our maps. WizKids was smart to just redo some of the maps from the War of Light, which is very, very cool. If you haven't seen this thing, this is the Red Lantern planet on one side, right? This Red Lantern planet on one side, and the other side is Guy's Bar, essentially. It says Oa Plaza. So you got the big power battery right in the middle. That's cool, and the little guardians around the top. I actually really like this map. I'll be using that map for sure in the upcoming days, months, and weeks. So we have 3 things in here. One, we will first go over this real quick. The Sinestro Corps, or the big Sinestro. We have this guy right here, and I didn't get him when he initially came out. I wasn't playing Heroclix at the time. I remember seeing him at a GameStop for clearance because the box was destroyed and maybe the lightning bolt had been destroyed. And I was like, what the heck is this? It looked cool. I was like, I don't even know what this is, and just kind of threw it back in the box with all the rest of the clear stuff. And then years later, of course, they re-released this. And so I had to snag it up. And this Sinestro can be either 300, 200, 150, or 25 points. He has a trait that says opposing characters with a point value less than Sinestro can't target him without wit or give him action tokens. Sinestro can reduce penetrating damage dealt by characters with a lower point value than himself. So at either 200 or 300, he's probably, and maybe even 150, he can reduce some penetrating damage. So if he hits a Mystic, who cares? The cool thing about him is he has Perplex, and when he uses to target an opposing character, also he has 10 range with triple bolt. So he can, at 200, run a shot, shoot you, and then perplex you down. And that's cool because it says when Sinestro uses it, perplex that is, to target an opposing character after resolutions, he may generate a yellow construct adjacent to that character. So being able to potentially hit somebody for 4 or 2 thanks to the energy explosion and a group of people, and then potentially get somebody up off the map because you just dropped a yellow lantern sword. And the cool thing about him versus the battery is he doesn't go by the rules of the ring. The ring says if you make a construct that you haven't made like this game, that's how the rings work. But he just says, oh well, I'm just making any construct I want. They constructs are all max 1, but 9 times out of 10 the average person isn't going to keep the sword around because of what it can potentially do. I really like that. Sinestro, on his stop click, which he does have. Oh, and he has sidestep later on in his dial on his last click, which is sidestep power. Make a close attack, hit characters are dealt 3 damage instead of normal damage, and given an action token. He only has a 10 attack, but again, you perplex somebody down, you could potentially put a thing next to him, and then, or a construct next to him, and then have the construct attack, then potentially hit him for 3 and give him an action token. So I think that's pretty cool. He also has a stop click invulnerability. Opposing characters modify attack -2 when attacking characters of higher points than themselves. This is cool just because it's not just for him, it's for everybody. So if you have somebody that is a certain one of these big pointed characters, and you have Sinestro on your team, everyone, if they're on this click, if he's on this click, now everybody can, they get -2, which mimics the effect of Superboy Prime. So with this Hal Jordan and Kyle both have the same starting trait, which gives them willpower, and when they use it and succeed, if no construct Hal Jordan generated is on the map after resolution, you may generate a green construct within range. Just like Sinestro, he doesn't go by the ring. He will go by this, so he can just continually make the green one if you want to. And in silver, he could potentially have the green ring, make the green sword or the green chainsaw in silver, have them attack a Mystic, and then if he has the ring, just do the free action to make another construct, say the sword, and then just, that's fun. That's fun. He also has Perplex on his first 4 clicks. Friendly constructs within range have unique modifier. Modify this character's combat value +1 for each action token on Hal Jordan. So again, if Hal Jordan has 2 constructs, or if he has 2 tokens at the beginning of his turn, all of a sudden, next thing you know, he rolls the willpower, he succeeds, he gets to generate, say, a sword. Now the sword's next to somebody, and it has +1 combat values, which would give it, I think, an 18 defense and 12 attack. That it gets to roll blades with 2 clicks. I don't think this is bad at all, and even at 35 points, which I'm not a big fan of running figures at the lower points, I still think this is very good. And last but not least, we have my boy, Monsieur Kyle Rayner. Shout out to Daryl Banks, one of my mentors, who helped create this character. He was the artist behind creating Kyle. I might just try to make either this or the 400. I might get my brother to paint up this Kyle, this sculpt, to look like the Daryl Banks version of him, because that is the superior version of Kyle Rayner. He has the same thing, again, same trait, but he has a special defensive power that gives him barrier and energy shield deflection. When Kyle uses barrier, after he also generates a blocking terrain marker adjacent to each friendly construct within range. Those markers are removed at the beginning of the next turn. I'm probably not going to use barrier that much, but he does have hypersonic with TK and some prob on the front. So at 60 points, as a Green Lantern, this is the best Kyle from all the Kyles. The only other Kyle that even remotely comes close to me is the Yellow Lantern Kyle. As it stands right now, I do like that he has all the keywords that I essentially need him to. And at 60 points, he doesn't. He's not too hard. I wish he would have had some kind of defensive power, but he gets it on his back end. So all in all, I think this was cool. I got a very good prime. I got a very good chase, some cool super rares, some rangs, and I you know, I can't be upset about anything. I got some trade fodder in there too, so hopefully I can trade with some stuff. I am going to Worlds. If you see me at Worlds, please give a hey Antonio if we get to roll some dice. I can't wait to roll some dice with you. With that being the case, what say you? What'd you pull in your brick or case? Were you enjoying it? Are you still got stuff you need to trade for? Are you going to plan on buying singles? Are you looking for rings? Please let me know in the comments below. I love to talk Heroclix with any and everybody who wants to, talk about it. So yeah, that's that. As always, be good to yourself, be good to others, go be super.